so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. Don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rains, no sleep. Every day I work my thumb. I don't get to take off, but haters get up. I'm ready like lift off. I never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long. I'm always beating the odds. Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live, I don't know what these mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. Still at your mama crib and getting money, you gotta ask for it. I got tired of complaining, I gotta change my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day they take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it, ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Yeah. 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 Hey. Yeah. Let's go. Hey. Yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. And we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. Yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Hit to hit with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me, I am up. Number 1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a Sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Tennessee Titans.
That's it, baby. We're going to work. We're going to set, Wade. Watch the run. Wade. What is it? Hey, watch the
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Right, didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
20.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Newton. On the catch, it's Jarius Wright. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. SOS.
Newton on 3rd down. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Now Newton on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Let's get it together, D. Gun.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Great. Check 25. Check 99. Check 50. Check 50.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
20. Check. Express.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
On the ready.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21.
One team spin.
Now here's the first carry for Amir Abdullah. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. And a sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. On 2nd down, it's Grant. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Exit. Staying open. Tight guard. Gun.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
You ain't doing nothing today. Express! 58's the money.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 15. That one good for 37 yards.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss. But with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
20.
Back to the ground attack here is McCaffrey. He stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check pass, check pass. Check. Fresno. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Jim.
This is Grant. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Check.
To throw on 3rd down. Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On first down, Abdullah. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Right here. You draw Corker.
They run with Abdullah. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check 9. 80 weapons.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Completes it to Davis. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Abdullah. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Here's Abdullah running right. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Check. Switch.
Now it's Tannehill. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Come on, let's go. Check.
They go with Abdullah again. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try to run it in with Abdullah. Give him 9 yards on the carry there. A good run. And now 2nd and goal.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll run for it with Smallwood. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Say. Let me go.
They'll try and run with Abdullah. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Amir Abdullah, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina! Christian McCaffrey. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Tannehill. And they're going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
From the 24, Newton. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down. Well, you got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
From the gun on third down, Newton. That's Samuel, caught left side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Mike, check, 59.
On first down, Newton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Corey Grant, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
Yeah, the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's Abdullah. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Rush in. Wide, get wide. Check out.
On 3rd down, Abdullah. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. A very good return there, giving it even 20 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Newton to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. Different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Newton. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Under 10. Under 10. 10. Check.
Back to throw. Newton. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
2 yards on the pick up there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Again, it's Abdullah. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you've got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Go. Hey, Orbit.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Check nickel. Look at me, zipper.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
First down, Tennessee.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch safety creep. Creeping. Go. Kill. Ready.
On the run, Abdullah. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
He's crossing. He's 6'6". Pull it high. Go.
On first down, Irvin. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
That's it, baby.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here we go. 5.
They try the right side with Abdullah. And he's got room. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. They go back to Abdullah on first. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
At the 4-yard line.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Amir Abdullah with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Here we go. Slam.
Newton's going to throw it. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
Check. Watch out. Hey.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Here we go. Check 8. Switch.
They will run with Grant. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Check 3. Express.
Newton. Dancing to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. A handoff. McCaffrey running right. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
He's coming. We got double up. Mike 5-4. Protein spill. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Hey. No. Off. Check. Pilot, 64, weak.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for Carolina, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Titans, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles...